recharge yourself and reset yourself so that you can really be more helpful to all the people around you in your teams, your vision, your clarity, and what's working good, what's not working good. You got to really be looking just like health, right?
Good morning. This is the Abundance Mindset Podcast. Sit back and relax as we discuss hot topics on how to handle and grow your business, self-development, and how positivity can bring profitability in your life. Here are your hosts, Vinney and Gualter.
Welcome back, Alchemists. This is Abundance Thursdays with myself, Gualter Amarelo, and the great Vinney Chopra. Vinney, welcome back, brother. It's been a long vacation.
It sure has been, brother. But you know what? I'm so recharged. I'm so rejuvenated. I'm so reset. That's the word. Recharge yourself and reset yourself so that you can really be more helpful to all the people around you in your teams, your vision, your clarity, and what's working good, what's not working good. You got to really be looking just like health, right? Health we eat every day. We want to eat different foods and be really healthy. We want to really do miracle morning like we talk, and we're going to talk a lot today about faith. But the thing is, it's so back. It's so good to be back after spending time with family. They see you working hard and long hours and everything. So you got to take time to really let them know, hey, it's all okay. And we appreciate you and make those memories. So it was wonderful to be with the family, 17 days, no phone call, all that good stuff.
So now that you're back, you've been back a week, and we're looking at this Wealth Principle 27. We're going to talk about it this Saturday on the 52 Weeks to Wealth. You've been raising capital. I know you've been really pushing hard on bringing in investors, allowing people into the business, allowing people into your investments. And I know it's scary to raise capital for me. Like, I know for me, when I go and I offer an opportunity, I don't know if that investor is going to back out at the last minute. I don't know if they're 6 months later, they're gonna be like, hey, you know what? I really need my money back. I've got this other thing or life challenge. Steadfastness of faith is key for all businesses. It's actually, I think, the first step of personal development is to believe, right? Believe that's possible. And then you go start doing work. When you start losing faith, or even in the beginning, how does an entrepreneur who's fighting hard, Vinney, like, they see a lot of proof that it's not working, right? So even me, I'm gonna go personal for a second. Like, sometimes I see in Alchemist Nation, I'm like, we didn't build 1 million millionaires this year. We didn't build 100 millionaires this year. We only built 31. Like, is it working? It's like small steps, and we want to have 300 locations, but we only have 33 locations, and like, some of them aren't running as smoothly as I'd like them to run, and the money isn't coming in as much as I'd like it to come in. The deals aren't flowing as much as I'd like the deals to flow. So how do you stay steadfast in the faith and belief that what you're doing is the right thing?
That's amazing. Amazing. I thank you so much. You shared with me the goal, what we're going to be talking about today. The key thing, like I mentioned in my few notes, maybe we could even talk about those small points, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
That will really expand on our thinking, your and my thinking. Faith is very big in my culture, in my thinking, in my well-being, where I am today. Most of the successful people, millionaires, billionaires, they have faith. They have faith in what Almighty. I respect every religion, but the thing is, you got to really be down deep in your heart, have the value system and Almighty that you say, you know what, I'm a puppet. That's the word I consider myself. I'm a puppet on this little stage of life. Of if I live to be 100 years or 101, and it's a small dot on a whole spectrum of timeline. So what am I worried about? First of all, right? So live the life of gratefulness. That's big thing. Gratitude, having a strong mission in life, having the right vision, and then be ready to take on any challenge that comes.
I just pulled up your notes. So I see number 1, you said cultivate a strong belief system. So you actually just talked about that. Then number 2, you said set clear intentions, define your goals and desires clearly, visualize. So Number three, you said practice gratitude. Can you go a little bit
Yeah,
into how gratitude
huge,
has an impact on faith?
huge, huge.
I see your notes. It says express gratitude for what you have,
What's the
blessings in
fourth
your
one?
life.
What's
Yeah.
the fourth one?
The
And we'll
fourth one
expand
is
on this
the
one.
fourth one's your favorite. All right. So the fourth one is
Positivity.
stay positive and be optimistic.
Yes, yes. That will cure everything. I'm telling everybody watching us, listening to us, if you are thinking negative, I have gone through that. Even Monday, today's Thursday. Monday, I was a really negative person. But then guess what? You get deeper into inside and say, why are you really negative about? What's going on in your life? Can you control that situation or not? That's the big part. Many times we cannot control circumstances. We can make the best of the best circumstances. If we just say, you know what, God has given us this, whatever it was, by negative thinking and all that stuff, I get down deep into the well also. But you got to come out of it.
So, Vinny, when you were down there and you're thinking it's tough, like you didn't put number five is surround yourself with positivity.
Yeah.
What can we do if maybe we don't have the best network or the best friends, or is there stuff we can do outside of surrounding yourself with positive people? Is there stuff that you do inside your environment that you can control? Because not everybody, some people are in a career or a job they can't get out of right away. So maybe it's a very negative career and it's bringing them down. Or their family, they live with their family, and maybe it's their spouse. And so
Yeah.
how do you surround yourself with positivity, even on the small scale, while you're working on getting everybody around you feeling positive and on the same path as you?
I'm glad you mentioned that. I would say, just like in my book, also, I gave lots and lots of different techniques. The biggest thing is our brain is so small, so small. And what our thoughts are, we are those kind of people. Our actions come from our thoughts. So when we are in a pessimistic mood, we are in a down deep and stressful mood, we are not positive, we are just kind of looking at all the negative. If we keep on looking at negatives, the world of attraction, law of attraction and manifestation says you'll get more of what you are thinking about, what you are mindful of, you will be getting more of that, no matter whether you believe in it or not believe in it. So, by really taking your life into that principle of life, hey, if I'm being more negative, which I applied on Monday, I said, Vinny, don't just put around. I mean, I was just in the backyard, in the office, and here and there. I was not enjoying my lunch and all that. I said, you know what? Don't self pity you, Vinny. Vinny, what are you doing? Hey, it's okay to have a bad day. It's okay to get through all that. But let's look at what's putting you down, right? What are some things in your mind which are taking your negative thoughts and making them bigger and bigger? Then I found out, you know what? I was just unnecessarily thinking about more negatives happening in the future. Even the situation at that present moment was not that bad. And by taking a new attitude, it just turned the corner for me, really. I went for walking. I became more mindful. I said, you know what? What am I grateful for? We just came back from vacation, and I was so happy to meet with my children with us and my wife, and we celebrated our 44th wedding anniversary. I said, Winnie, you don't have to be fearful. Things will work out. And guess what? Tuesday, things worked out.
So you
See,
put number six is stay committed.
stay
So
committed, brothers. Stay
stay
committed.
committed and persistent.
Yeah.
This is I have a hard time sometimes explaining to Dorina because she's a very intelligent woman. She can see what's happening, she sees results, she sees what she wants to see. And
Yes.
sometimes I had the same conversation with her about the pregnancy, about the child. She was like, what if something
Yes.
happens? And I was like, hold on. We've got to believe that everything's going to
So
be
it
exactly
will
how we
be
want it
fine.
to be. It's going to be
It will
amazing.
be fine. There are medical doctors, specialists, surgeons. Nothing to worry. Nothing
It's
to
their
worry.
job to be concerned. It's our job to
Yeah, not us.
believe in complete
No.
health.
Exactly. Exactly. And as a mom who wants to have the best of the best baby, which is true, which is good, the more positive she is, the more positive things she watches and looks at and the videos. it will be helpful. Not to get her mind into, because everything that she's thinking now is also affecting the baby, see? So that's what I remember watching some videos or reading a book or like that, where they said lots of healthy babies are born because moms are more positive. Moms are into active, all the way. And they are just having all the good things happening in their life. So the baby gets those positive vibes too. It's amazing. It's amazing how it works.
It's such a beautiful adjustment to see Dorina really. What's funny, Vinny, like Dorina was always a very positive woman, but as
Yep.
we got
Yep.
into the pregnancy stage, she and I had a conversation. She said, "What's the most important thing for me to do?" And I said, "I really think the most important thing for you to do is focus on meditation, focus on mindset."
Yes.
She'd been doing yoga for 3 years, but she really did start really getting even deeper into the mindset and mind-body
Uh-huh.
connection and positivity.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very thankful for her having that, and I'm glad to hear you say the same thing. So number 7 was practice mindfulness. So number
Oh,
6 was staying committed and persistent. I found that on days like your Monday, or like I was having this conversation with Dorina last night, because she
yeah.
came to me, Vinny, she said, "Hey, you're not seeing the results that we'd like to see." And
Yeah.
I just sat down, I said, "You know what? I have proof here. I have the
Uh-huh.
greatest mentors. I'm surrounded the best people and coaches and businesses." And I said, "You know what? Maybe we don't have the proof that we want to see, but we do have plenty of signs of land. And I'm going to
Yeah.
stay stuck on this. I'm going to stay committed. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing." And as soon as I said that, Vinny, she felt a wave of calm. She was like, "You know what?
Ah.
That's right. You do have a plan. You are this person. You do get these things done." And sometimes your spouse is really helpful with bring
True.
awareness, but also
They do. They have intuition and safety and security. Everything is very big on Kanchan, my wife's, mind also. And she always is very happy when things happen. When I'm sad, she says, "What's going on? I don't see you're smiling," and things like that. But the thing is, you and I and every entrepreneur in America or in the world, we need to be focused on our visions. We need to be focused and just put down the game plan and stick with the game plan. See, because if we don't stick with anything, then and we falter and we triple question ourselves every week, then those things won't work. If we are totally committed to the goal, then we should stay the course and do everything possible, because I always say that the aeroplane, when it takes off from Los Angeles to go to New York, it does not go in a straight line, straight the shortest distance from New York, from Los Angeles to New York. It has to go all different ways, different zigzag, and then come back onto the target to reach the goal. That's how the life is also. Lots of challenges come on and expect them. Expect the obstacles, expect the pebbles and the stones on the way, and expect the rivers and the ponds or canals on the way, because there is always a solution to what is happening in pivoting and getting to the higher level. So we should stay the course and then pivot ourselves. See? And I'm so excited. We are getting leads, 6 to 10 leads a day, where people know my course is $997. That's why they joined in, came into the funnel, and now they're making appointments to get more information. 6 to 10. Once we do it, it will be 50 to 100 a day.
this is
And
news. This is really
this
cool.
is this
Yeah.
is amazing.
This
But
just
you
happened
got
this
to
week. This
see,
must have just happened this week.
oh my gosh, it's just totally amazing. I'm
Yeah.
finding now, I put an ad on my LinkedIn and all social channels. I'm going to get a closer or 2 or 3 closers, because
Nice.
these leads will be from go high level, go into their pond and everything. And then they will be giving reports at the end of the day, how many they closed. And then they will upsell my master coach. I had 15 people join last night in my mastermind coaching. People are coming left and right for $10,000. They're getting Vinney Chopra live every Wednesday for 1.5 hours. We had the best session ever yesterday after my 3 weeks of going away. And Dave Melvini did a fabulous job while I was gone. Thanks, Dave. But I'm back, and we are committed to really showing people how to get into RALs, the residential assisted living. One of my students just sent me 30 units video in Wisconsin. She has got two RALs, and now I'm going in partnership with her to do these 30 units, 30 units, 30 units. And each 30 unit is going to give us $8,000 per room. That's 8,000 times 30, 240,000 per month rent revenue, 65% expenses. Rest is all money to be shared with my investors and me.
Oh,
It's
I
just
like these
mind-boggling.
numbers.
And Arizona, I'm looking into Arizona in Scottsdale. And I just recorded a beautiful promo piece yesterday, which I'll be going in social channels all over, where people are able to partner with me all over USA in the assisted living. I'm going to stay the course. That is where the blue ocean is, and Vinny's there for a vengeance.
Vinny says, let's go, blue ocean. I love it. So number 8, take action. Take inspired action.
Oh, hold on, hold on. This is the biggest thing. What you just said. Anything on paper, anything in our mind has nothing. People go to seminar after seminar, and I'm getting people who have paid 40, 50,000 into the seminars, didn't get anywhere. They want to pay me 10,000 to learn the business, get my tools, and be with me and get motivated on a weekly basis. It's just mind-boggling. But the thing is, action, what you just said, nothing will make our life better if we don't act. We got to do. Successful people do the things that unsuccessful people don't do. They always have excuses. The doers, the shakers, the movers, the successful people don't have excuses. They find ways to get the job done.
That's exactly right. I'm seeing it, brother. Number 9, release fear and doubts. How do you let go of fear? Especially when you're taking action, more fears can come up. What is a solution?
Action cures fear. Action cures fear. Enthusiasm. Enthusiasm, just like the word says, if we break it up, and positivity and everything in other people around you. Enthusiasm. If you want to move people to action, you got to be enthusiastic. You got to be positive. You got to be focused. And you want to have a mission. And just, I call it elevator pitch. Everybody needs to have an elevator self-talk. Elevator self-talk means, what can you tell your mind and body and soul? And what can you repeat to get you out of trouble, get you out of a stressful situation? And always think what positive things are going in your life right now, and more positive will come. I promise you. If you're just thinking about sobbing and crying and everything, more of the same thing is going to come. That is a universal law. So essentially, I would say, Gualter, the big thing would be for us to take charge of our negative mind, our feelings, and ask them and ask ourselves, have time with ourselves, just close our eyes, breathe, normally, or even more, and that way get more blood pumping into the brain. And then you say, you know what? I am the kind of person, I am a successful person. I have done this and this and this and this. Why am I worried about? What is there? What's the fear about? And these things will pass. Just like Jim Rohn talks about, life is full of seasons, just like 4 seasons or 6 seasons in certain parts of the world. Guess what? Life is also seasons, the good, the bad, the ugly, the success, all that. It's the season, and each season passes. And this time will pass also.
I wanted to really start the business of investing in real estate. But guess what? I had zero money at all. Hey there, this is Vinney Chopra. Actually, I came from India with $7 in my pocket, and I wanted to really start the business of investing in real estate. But guess what? I had zero money at all. To invest in. So that's when I was getting sick and tired of my W-2 job, and I wanted to start working for me so that I can get, financial freedom. And I know you might be looking into that also. But how I did that was by pooling the money together from different investors. It's called syndication. I started with one investor and now I have a list of 370 investors, and I started from a duplex of 2 units, duplex, to $440 million in business. And actually you could get that all from this book I wrote. This apartment syndication made easy. You could get a free copy of that by going to vcfreebook.com, and you'll be able to get all the tricks and all the strategies that it took me to be able to go from zero money, literally zero money I had, left my job, and also now able to, do all the syndications and purchase a lot of apartment complexes and things like that. So please click the link below in my bio so that you could get this free book, which is at vcfreebook.com.
I remember now Og Mandino's book, The Greatest Salesman in the World. Somebody gave me that book, my company actually, the Bible company that I sold Bibles door to door at 13 hours a day, knocking on doors in Atlanta, in Pulaski, Virginia, and all that, and Black Pulaski, and then over there, oh my gosh, in South Carolina, Goshen's family, I stayed there with them. But the thing is, in Og Mandino's book, they say, this time shall pass. I would like everybody to buy that book today or tomorrow.
Read the scrolls.
The Greatest Salesman in the World, brother. It's the best book ever from Og Mandino. And all through scrolling and all these different things, you're able to learn the principles of life and you're able to act on them. And that gives you so many different pointers that will get you out of trouble. So many great things. And I practice. See, what I practice, I preach or talk or I act on those things that make me a better person.
Which leads to number 10. So seek guidance and support from mentors, spiritual leaders, resources that align with your faith and beliefs. Surround yourself with sources of inspiration and wisdom that reinforce your faith journey with your business, with your career, with your body, the things you're looking to create. So like books are one of those solutions. And obviously the greatest salesman.
People, 5 books you read and associate, and the 5 top podcasts, 5 top videos. When I see these video clips, which really motivate me, I get the link, and I put it on my yellow pad. So I am able to go back to those videos again. It's not that we just watch something and we will take action on it. You got to really revive and revisit and look at it, and then you will get a different message. If you watch the same motivational video again, you will get a different message. You got to use it in your daily life to take action on it so that we can change, be a better person today than yesterday, and tomorrow better than today. That has to be the quest and the seeking of happiness, seeking of our success. It's a journey. Success is always a journey. It's never a destination. If you think you're successful today, watch out. You got to be better because you got to give more. If you're making less money, it's your fault. If you're not really getting to the skill that you want to, it's your fault. If you don't have a mentor or a coach, it's your fault. A lot of people say, you know what? I don't want to invest money in coaching people and all that. Guess what? Go ahead and do blunders left after left. Lose thousands of dollars, 50, 100 million. Somebody just told me this week, they lost $2 million.
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah. Before I got my skills, I lost millions, Vinney, just in lost deals, just in missed opportunities, just in.
Yes. But you got to get a coach and a mentor. If you're in the down deep in the shit, I shouldn't say that word. You got to get somebody who can pull you out. And the beauty is in my inner circle mastermind, people tell me, Vinney, I come there every Wednesday, 1.5 hours to get excited, and you give me assignments and I come back with the assignments. Yesterday, one of my coaching, I take only 3 one-on-one coaching who pay me $100,000 a year. He came in there in 3 months. He's doing his second acquisition. He's doing his fourth Airbnb. He's just got locked in 78 units. Oh my gosh.
Woo!
Seller financing, 100% seller financing. And
Oh,
he's
man.
just bringing 200,000 to rehab and turned that 78 units into a marvelous piece of property. He gave a presentation last night. Oh my gosh. If anybody would like to, just DM Brother Gualter or me, we'll send you the link to that video, because I record every single session. I've done it for 7 years now. So since 2017, I've got archives of my inner circle mastermind session. And we are trying to put them on my YouTube, onto my casts and all the recent ones. But the key thing is you got to have motivational force behind you to take action. If you cannot take action yourself, you need a coach, a mentor, somebody who's already done it or doing it, and who's out of no fluff, and who's, you could really believe that he can help you or she can help you.
Coach, mentor, masterminds, the trifecta for success. 3 coaches, 2 mentors, 1 mastermind. And I don't know if that's enough, but that's the bare minimum. That's
It's amazing. I'm telling you, Dr. Sachin Baske, he spent 100,000. I was just sharing that last night in my inner circle. He went in 4 different masterminds, spent 100,000. Guess what? He's got some portfolio in 3 years of 100 million.
Now we're talking.
What are you talking about? Oh my gosh. Every single notch, what he spent, he's going to make 10, 15, 30 fold. That's the beauty of mastermind and coaches and mentors. They can take you to the heights that you have never dreamt of and keep you motivated and excited and get you to a path. And then you just fly like an eagle. You don't need to be in the coaching all your life.
Right.
That's right.
It's funny, Vinny, because we're literally at 12:30 and I got another call coming in. But it's funny that we started this with steadfastness of faith as the main principle. And it turns out the people you're around are actually help with that. Like, it's the mentors, the coaches, it's the spouse, it's the mastermind, it's your partners. Like, that's really the solution to keeping faithful, is just really these 10 steps. And actually, type yes in the chat if you guys want access to the video from last night, and type yes in chat if you want to see these 10 principles that Vinny sent me over this morning. And we'll get you sent out. We'll put that into Facebook. Now, because we're jumping off, each of you has an opportunity to go to alchemiststation.com, run through the 3 steps for financial freedom. If you want to learn more about Vinny and the RAL Academy, go to vinneychopra.com. And there's a lot of the RAL book that he just wrote. There's a lot of knowledge coming out every Thursday. This is Abundance Thursdays with myself, Gualter Amarelo, and the great Vinney Chopra. Mind giving them some words of positivity, words of affirmations as we log it off?
I totally will. The thing is, faith is a big thing. Just like I said in the starting of our broadcast, I believe in every faith. I respect everybody's thinking, what they are about. I can never change anybody's faith. But there is that almighty, all the faiths say, live a better life, help everybody, be honest, be sincere, be transparent, be positive, be the best person you can be. And that's what faith is about. So don't just worry about anything in life. Live the life of no fear. Don't worry about death. I'm not worried about death. I can die tomorrow. I'll be happy. No worries. No worries. But you know what? Can I say something? I have come across my friends, as some very good friend actually, who detected cancer. And now this cancer is going through his body. And he helped me so much at Bank of America branch. He was my very good friend. I got to know him about a year back. He was the most positive person. But the thing is, you never know what will happen tomorrow. So live your life today with the full vigor and take care of your body, take care of your mind. Because if you're not taking care of this body, it's going to give up. Health is wealth. I'll be 72 in August. And this is the best time in my life. And I want to really be the best person, Pygmalion, to spread the knowledge, but action is the key. Have faith. Things will work out. No matter how deep you're in the dumps, things will work out. But you've got to really seek out help so that people can take you out of the well from the depression.
This has been Abundance Thursdays with myself, Gualter Amarelo, the great Vinney Chopra. This is every Thursday at 9 a.m. PST and 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Cheers to your success. Make a choice. Always work with the best.
See you
next week.
next Thursday. Please go ahead and put yourself a calendar. 9 a.m. Pacific. Let me watch Vinney and Gualter show, Abundance Mindset show. Just do it for 365 days. Oh, sorry, that's 54 times
52
only.
weeks.
52 weeks, 54, okay, 52. And
Except for the weeks that Vinny's on vacation.
I know. We just planned our trip to Sri Lanka for next year. We just planned another trip this week for going to Cancun. That's this year, and Sri Lanka is next year. So we plan ahead. Like the one we went, it was planned last year. So we get family involved and all this. Thank you so much. God bless you all. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Crush it. Crush it. Crush it.
Hey there! The upcoming episode is scheduled for Thursday. We appreciate your viewership of the Abundance Mindset Show. Tune in every Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time or 12 p.m. Eastern on various social media platforms hosted by Vinney Chopra and Gualter Amarelo. Don't forget to subscribe, share your comments, and leave a 5-star review. Thank you for your support.